how does my emotional support animal help me?
It's a message to mom, so baby, I wanna try and get out the slums. I love to make you smile, you know you the bomb. Remember nights you made it melt out of crimes. Yeah, you want the best for me, I know that. I want the best for you, I'm trying to show that. I'm stacking this cake for you, I need to play for you. It's anything for you, you know that. It's a message to mom, so baby, I wanna try and get out the slums. I love to make you smile, you know you the bomb.
Emotional support animal helps me. I have quite a few diagnoses. I have complex PTSD. I have, I was about to say something I don't have. Girl, knock on wood. I ain't trying to get that. But I have complex PTSD, depression, generalized anxiety, as well as panic disorder. So, and I also disassociate. So there's 4 major diagnoses, disassociating as well. And I have 2 emotional support animals. I will insert clips of them both. I have Ace, my dog, and I have Moonlight, my cat. So growing up over the years, I've had animals. Mostly cats. My mom kept cats just because like we were like a cat household. And sorry. Yeah, so we kept animals. For me, I always felt like I had a connection. I have a connection with animals that I don't necessarily have with people. And that's just a fact. You know, when I was a little girl, a cat scratched me here. Her name was Sweeney. She was actually dying, girl. And my older sister was telling me, her name was Jewel. She was just saying, say goodbye to Sweeney. And I went to pet her and she clawed my hair. I remember that till this day. I was standing in the threshold between the kitchen and the dining room, and she clawed my head. And I was like, wow, is this a thing? Like, disrespectful. And I still have the mark right here to this day. Yep, she got me, girl. She got me. I had another cat. Well, my mom had a few cats, and it was family cats. Moonlight is my first cat. He's currently eating. My first cat that was just mine alone. And Ace, my cousin gave me Ace. He's a dog. And come here, Acey, Lacey. Okay, well, he just looked at me like you guessed it. I'm like, come here. He's like, but why? Anyways, so yeah, those have been my animals. Now, from the time that I first got Moonlight, I think that my symptoms were probably on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, you know, at ease, 10 being terrible. My symptoms were pretty much at a 8.5 when I first got my cat Moonlight. I was working in a bookstore and I was so anxious. He was excuse me. Sorry, he was a kitten, and every day I was so anxious to leave him and go to work. I would literally just sit at work. I had a few little homegirls at work, you know, and like one male friend. I'm downplaying it. That job was really cool. Everyone got along for the most part. Let's just say that. But whenever I was at work, I would constantly talk about my.
So when it comes to Ace, it's really nice having Ace because he pretty much allows me to stay active. As you can see in this clip here, it's nice having him. He'll meet up with other dogs and just get to know them and want to play with them. And people with teacup Yorkies, they're always super excited to have their dog play with my dog. And it's just a way for me to talk to strangers in a less anxious environment, because honestly, if it wasn't for Ace, I just know for a fact that I would not do this. Like, I would not be talking to different types of people. I wouldn't be conversing with different types of people and meeting new people. That just would not happen. So that's how Ace is extremely like helpful and beneficial to my life as far as like keeping me outside. Obviously, with a dog, you know, you have to walk your dog like at least once a day, at least. And Ace, even though he's small, he can literally walk 8 miles. And so he keeps me active in that way as well. And it's nice to get outside some days. And initially I had issues with getting out the bed, but Ace has like this incessant bark that almost sounds like screeching. And it's like a demonic dog, like barking and barking and barking. And like, he's pretty relentless when it comes to like wanting to go outside. So that said, I always tend to get him outside to go for a walk, and I usually meet other people with Yorkies, and yeah, they start playing like they're doing now. And although Ace seems to be really scared, he's actually he was so excited to see this dog. Ace isn't used to other dogs, so it looks like he's getting overpowered. But whenever we pick the dog up, he would like pounce on the dog as well. So that's how Ace helps me with like the social anxiety aspect, because when people focus on him and they meet me, I can speak more freely because their focus is on the dog rather than what I'm saying, and that somehow helps. I also have Ace around my family members all the time, and it's nice to see how affectionate he is with other people, because I'm not naturally affectionate, but Ace, it's just so natural for him. Like, I don't know. It's difficult for me to explain, but it's nice to see how he interacts with my family, how my family interacts with him, and vice versa, because it's just nice to see them treat him like my literal son. And he's pocket sized. I can take him anywhere with me. This is me and Ace and my cousin at the grocery store. I was having a very difficult time, and although I may not have like articulated that, oh my god, I thought he was about to poop in the cart. I remember I was like, what are you doing? But I don't know if I necessarily articulated that, but Ace helps me get outside a lot. Like, even going to the grocery store is a fucking task for me. Like, it's not something that I would like recommend to literally anyone. But obviously you have to eat, so kind of seems like that's one of the things that's pretty important. But Ace gets me outside. He just keeps the conversation flowing. A lot of times when I'm speaking to in this clip, that's my little cousin, when we're talking, we usually like talk about Ace and make up random stories like about how he has like a whole life and a job and just weird shit, you know. And it's nice to see what he likes, what he doesn't like, how he interacts in the grocery store, how he responds to all the lights and the colors, all the people, the new smells. He's just like really interesting to watch. It's fascinating, actually, especially like if you're really depressed and nothing helps, but you see an animal that like is excited about everything. Not my voice shaking. But you see an animal that's excited about everything, it kind of helps. For me, it helps, because it's like, I mean, hey, if this dog is excited about being at the grocery store, that kind of gives me hope. Like, it shows that it's the small things that count and the small things that matter. Girl, I was looking at this meat. Who would buy this meat? That's disgusting. Like, what? Look at that. Ooh, it was just making my stomach hurt. So just things like that. I wouldn't have noticed that meat, honestly. I wouldn't have. If I was by myself and I didn't have Ace with me and my other family members, I would have walked right past. And yeah, long story short, Ace ended up getting those pepperonis for pizza, but he loves them, so they're for him. And yeah. Sorry, I kind of forgot my point. Yeah, so that's how he pretty much helps me, like, interacting with others and getting me outside and, like, being in the grocery store. He makes it more exciting. And it's just fun to, I don't know, kind of troll him all day long. When it comes to riding in the car, I actually get very anxious behind the wheel, and Ace helps with that. So I was actually on a road trip, kind of, to see my little cousin and get her from school. She goes to girl, I don't remember Norfolk University State. And it was nice to go on a little road trip. And even though, like, I get super anxious in the car for a prolonged period of time, or pretty much anywhere for a prolonged period of time, it's nice to have Ace with me and take nice photographs. You see the flowers, the background, he just looks really cool. And now we're on to my cat. Yeah, Moonlight. So Moonlight is just so cute with his little faces. More of me and Ace. So honestly, when I started doing my YouTube channel, I'm just nervous being on camera in general. I get super concerned with the way I look. But the thing about animals, like, you could be big and sloppy and they don't care. You could be like frail and look like someone who was like, I don't know, just not in the peak of their health, and they don't care. They will love you and support you and cuddle up to you and just really like ride out with you. So that's the great thing about animals, especially my dog and my cat. Like, they've seen me at the lowest, girl. They done seen me. Ooh, am I gonna tell my business? Why not? They done see me fainting, hyperventilating, throwing up. They done see me with like projectile vomit. They've seen me like, and a lot of more like terrible things that, anxiety invokes. They've seen me get paralysis throughout my body. They've seen me like have terrible level 10 code red meltdowns. They've seen all of that. So there's that. That's the great thing about animals. Like, they can see that. But if a person was to see all the things that I go through with complex PTSD, depression, and anxiety, and panic disorder combined with dissociative symptoms, let's just say they would probably block me immediately and delete me out of their life. So, but the great thing about cats, I feel like cats prefer the depressed because cats just want to lay down with you all day. And I have a bunch of clips to explain that. And dogs my dog cheers me up. Like, it's so cute. I wish I had more footage of him like dancing around and like popping up and down just to make you smile and everything like that. But I don't for some reason. And yeah, sorry about that. I thought that Ace was going to be in this camera for a little while longer, but I guess not. But yeah, I'm just gonna oh my god. So anyways, I got Ace from my cousin when he was about, I think he was 3 or 4, and I was about 2 years ago. So he's 6 years old now, and he's really helpful with my emotional support as an emotional support animal. I was filming this and I was getting super emotional, and then he allowed me to be very vulnerable. I know that you noticed me putting him down, but there's actually a chair to the left of me, and he's sitting in that chair, and you can see my cat in the background sitting on his cat house. So yeah, that's just that on that. And without Ace in this moment, I don't think I would have been as vulnerable as I was in this video. And you can check it out on my channel, period. For Moonlight, he just has the cutest little faces. Oh, also being affectionate. I'm not someone who's easily affectionate at all. But Ace demands affection. He loves attention. He loves affection. Like, you're not gonna not pet him and be in his presence and just think
was that a wink?
You're not going to.
Did we get a wink from you?
That's
wow.
So he loves affection, and he's really cute, and it's nice. Like, it's just nice. And I wouldn't have this experience with another human being. Like, being blunt. Moonlight just has like he's like a constant meme. Literally. I like to dress Ace up and take him out places. So this day we went to this place called Ollie Trolley in DC. It's wonderful. It has great burgers. We got tons of compliments on his outfit. And whenever I come home and I'm super depressed, I can come home to my cat Moonlight. He is very loving and affectionate, as you can see. He is always going to be in my face. I think this day I had actually had a meltdown, probably like level yellow, I don't know. And he like licks the tears off of a person's face. He's just really sweet, and he doesn't get tired. That's the great thing about animals. Like, if you depend on a person to support you emotionally, they may also get drained emotionally. They may also get drained and tired. But the great thing about animals is they don't get tired. They literally will never get tired of loving you. Like, it's their nature is to be affectionate. It's his face for me. Yeah, it's nice to see the cute little faces they make. And it's nice to see how they interact with my family members. This is Moonlight and my cousin. I love to dress them up, put them in little tutus, and take photographs of them and annoy them like I'm a really annoying mom. Moonlight just has such an innocent aura to him. He's so like loving and magical and ethereal and just perfect. And no matter what I look like, I can look my best, makeup, hair done, nails done, or I can look my worst. The love and affection that he shows me doesn't change at all. And I could be 20 pounds lighter. I could be 20 pounds heavier. I could have really stank breath and not shower for weeks, and that cat will still be in my face. But there's no person who would do that. And then, because he's so great, it's just so many things about him that I just love seeing. And like the way he sleeps and how he'll have play dates. This is actually Moonlight's girlfriend. Her name is Venus. She a bad bitch. Period. So it's nice to have play dates. It's another benefit of having animals is you can do play dates, emotional support animals. And who doesn't? If you like animals, of course it's fun to have more animals around. And just the level of like love and affection that you'll constantly get from this being, it's literally like astounding. He doesn't get tired. Like, he doesn't get tired. He will always make cute little faces at you. He will always be just adorable. Like, that's a given. So that's the nice part of having an animal. When I first got Moonlight, I was like, as I was saying earlier, I was just afraid to leave him alone because he is so sweet. And I don't know, I thought he would like run away or something. And that just speaks to like girl, child, the trauma and abandonment. Like, look at this. Sleep in heavenly peace. He's so cute. Like, that is amazing. Who wouldn't want to be around this all day, every day? Let me know. Period. Period. Sleep in heavenly peace. I wish I had like a song to put in the background, but anyways, I was afraid. I often, like, wherever I'm at, if I'm not near my animal, I constantly think about Moonlight. I will be like crying, and he'll come do this thing where he'll just come lay on my back, which is very comforting for me. I have a lot of trauma stored in my back, and he'll just lay down on my back, and it's like very comforting. You can feel the heat from his body, and if he has his paws, like if his claws are trimmed, it's not painful and it's nice. But if his claws are like, girl, I ain't trimmed them in a while, it's a little painful, but it's still nice. It's just like the thought that counts, but whatever. But he's just like really, literally perfect. He'll do things like this, and it's so helpful. And he'll mainly do this when he sees me. Sometimes when I hyperventilate, I lay down in my bed face down, just because, like, girl, it just be giving faint. And this is what Moonlight will do. So, yeah. Yeah. Which is nice. And now, like, at this point, I'm still upset, but I'm not thinking about... It's like the best way I can describe it is like a distraction, but in like a really, really good way, you know? Overall, I would say like having Moonlight and Ace has been very beneficial to my recovery. In this video, you can see I'm a bit annoyed. Sometimes I get like very much like anti-affection, and Moonlight is very persistent. Like, he doesn't care. He's like, but I want to cuddle. More specifically, he wanted my AirPods. I don't think he really understood. He's like, what is that? But anyways, it was nice. Like, stuff like this, I was actually enjoying this time with him. I thought this was entertaining. So yeah, if you want to see more videos like this, how my emotional support animals are very, very, very beneficial to my recovery, I'll go into more details, and I'll also provide more facts in the future. Alrighty. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.